In the heart of the city, amidst the towering skyscrapers and bustling streets, lies the forgotten St. Jerome's Municipal Archive, a place where time seems to stand still. Its halls, lined with towering shelves of forgotten histories, are a labyrinth of dust and silence. It was here, in this solitary world, that Elias, the lone archivist, found his sanctuary, or so he thought. One rain-lashed Tuesday, while cataloging a new acquisition of decaying media, he stumbled upon it. A single unlabeled VHS tape, its black plastic shell cold and anonymous. His curiosity, a trait often leading him down forgotten paths of history, got the better of him. He slotted the tape into an old player, the machine whirring to life with a groan of protest. The screen flickered, revealing not a forgotten news broadcast or a home movie, but a static, grainy shot of an empty room. In the center of this desolate space sat a single wooden chair, stark and solitary. Elias watched for minutes that stretched into an eternity, but nothing happened. With a sigh of disappointment, he dismissed it as a blank tape, a dead end in his quest for hidden stories. But the image of the empty room lingered in his mind, a persistent echo he couldn't shake. Days turned into a week, and Elias found himself drawn back to the viewing room, the unlabeled tape calling to him. His obsession grew, a quiet hum of unease that settled deep in his bones. He played the tape again. The room was the same, yet different. A dark stain, like a fresh wound, now marred the peeling paint on the wall directly behind the chair. Elias leaned closer, his breath fogging the screen. Had he missed it before? He rewound and replayed, again and again, each viewing a descent deeper into madness. The tape was changing. The dark stain seemed to seep and spread with each viewing, a living, breathing corruption on the film. A shadow, quick and unnatural, flitted in the corner of the frame, too fast to be a trick of the light. The chair, once perfectly centered, was now shifted slightly, its angle skewed as if someone had just risen from it. Then came the whispers, faint at first, like the hiss of the tape itself. They grew into distorted, guttural sounds that seemed to crawl out from the speakers and into the room with him, coiling around his sanity. Sleep became a luxury Elias could no longer afford. His days and nights blurred into a single, continuous nightmare, lived in the flickering glow of the television screen. The archive, once his refuge, now felt like a tomb. His reflection in the dark screen showed a gaunt, paranoid man with hollow eyes. He knew he had to watch one last time, a final, desperate attempt to understand or to break free. With a trembling hand, he pressed play. The grainy room appeared, but it was no longer empty. A figure stood beside the chair, its form grotesque and twisted, a caricature of a human shape. Its head was tilted at an impossible angle, and a wide, predatory smile stretched across its face, a gash of white in the gloom. As Elias stared, frozen in abject terror, the figure slowly raised a long, spindly finger and pointed. Not at the camera, not into the room. It was pointing directly at him. In that exact moment, a thunderous, insistent knocking erupted from the locked door of the archive room, the heavy wood shuddering in its frame. The violent knocking ceased as abruptly as it began, plunging the archive back into a deafening silence. Elias's heart hammered against his ribs, a frantic drumbeat in the quiet. He risked a glance back at the television screen, his eyes wide with a terror that had consumed him whole. The grotesque figure was gone. The room on the tape was empty once more, just as he had first seen it. But now new details had emerged. Scratched violently into the wall behind the vacant chair were two words, a chilling final message. "I'm out." A cold dread, colder than any he had ever known, washed over him, freezing the scream in his throat. The final shot is of Elias's face, a mask of pure, unadulterated fear, as his ears registered a new sound, impossibly close. A slow, wet, raspy breath right behind him. The screen cuts to black,